Hello and welcome to this video tutorial. Now in this video tutorial I'm going to walk you through the function of AI Magic Elements. Okay, now in order to access this particular feature we need to go to Create Design, go to the Advanced AI Image Designer. Now I'm going to open up a canvas here just for the purpose of this demonstration, show you exactly how this will work. So first of all, you will see we have the function here, AI Magic Elements, and I'll walk you through how this will appear. Okay, so first of all, you have ready-made templates you can choose from. Alongside that, you can actually upload your own custom AI model images designs, and those can be created whether using Artistly, or if you already have a model, maybe your own personal images, or maybe from a client. So you have that variety to choose from. Now, in terms of looking at ready-made elements, okay, first of all, there is a filter system here right now. It's displaying all images or models. Okay, but more specifically, there will be a section here for models that are displaying all necklaces. You'll see there's a variety to choose from. Okay, both male and female. We have earrings that you can also choose from, hats and caps. Okay, different types of headwear style, whether it's baseball caps, different types of styles of hats, and even I would tell you what they like, bandanas, or those kind of restraints on the hair, and some woolly hats there. Okay, we have bracelet and watches. Also, there's a huge library of different graphics you can use to display those watches, sunglasses, and you have hair accessories. So this is great if you're advertising or you're creating media in order to market products that you may have, or maybe your client have, especially when it comes to physical products and even e-commerce and so on. So first of all, for this demonstration, I'm going to go to my media library because I've got an image of an earring right here. Okay, I've got a nice image there. Make sure it's selected. I go to AI Image Elements, and this is where it's crucial. Okay, so depending on the item that we are creating, so this is going to be an earring. Now, what I want to do, I want to match that up with the settings of not necklaces, earrings. Okay, this is a single earring. So what I want to do, I can find a model that I think is going to suit modeling the earring, and you've got a whole variety to choose from. So in terms of this one, let's go for this simple one here. Okay, so now you can see this is highlighted. Okay, so create user generate content with AI, and it says describe the product into words. So for this, really simple, I'm just going to type in earring. Okay, now here we can see the template image. This was the template image that we chose, and we're going to select create image, and a pop-up will now appear. Now in this, it's called product. Okay, product masking. Now mask the area where you want your product to be. So clearly we need to make sure, because it's an earring and we've selected the correct model under the filtering system, or the image of model displaying earrings is exactly what we need to work on. So using the masking application, using the mouse essentially, once I click, you'll see a paintbrush style will appear. So you can see the marking, and I just want to highlight the area where the earring should appear, like so. Okay, and that's it. Once you've selected that is the section where I want the product to be. The next step is simply generate image. And just like that, you'll see Artistly will go ahead and start, putting together, fabricating that brand new design that we've instructed it to do. So we give that a few moments and we shall return. Okay, and just like that, you can see the image has now been created. And you can see, because of the earring, once it's on, it's hooped, it will adjust like so. And now let's have a look. Okay, let's go and select that. And you can see that has now been applied. Okay, so if at any point, if you want to make a readjustments and get this different design, let's go ahead and use this image here. It'll be the same process. I'm just doing the earring. Actually, let me delete this. Let's go back to the original here. Once I select that, back to templates. Okay, let's go for this one here. And we want to go back to type in earring. Okay, and we create image. Just make sure I put in here. That's where I want it to appear. Fairly large image, wasn't it? So put this as long as possible and generate image. And again, we'll give this a few moments to render for us. Okay, and just like that, you can see that has now been rendered. So there is the element has now been applied, and we can do this time and time again. So let's have a look. So these are some of the ones that were created before, and you can see how these have appeared, different styles you can see. And when you even select it, you can actually upscale it. But if I go back to the media library, you can see some of the ones that have been created before, and that also includes caps. So here we have this cap like so. Okay, once I've selected the cap, I go back to AI Magic Elements, make sure I select the correct category, hats and caps, and you can see this was the gentleman there in question, and I select it. Let's go for cap. Okay, and then I can create the image. I just make sure I mask it correctly. That's why I want the hat to appear like so, and that's it. I then go ahead and generate image, and we'll give that a few moments to render. And just like that, we can see our subject model there with the cap, and you can see how brilliantly and powerful this is. So you can just imagine we can use different variations how we want the hat to appear, and we can have different positioning, and remember, male and female, and you've got that for sunglasses. It works amazingly well also, with watches, etc, etc. So sometimes, if there are any issues where it's not displaying correctly, you can do this time and time again. So you can see here some of the sunglasses that were created. So a whole host of different variations for demonstration purposes. Okay, so you can see these were the original sunglasses, and they then appear onto the subjects. And here's some other ones I'll just quickly show you in terms of the watch. So this was a watch that was taken, a graphic of a watch, and it was displayed, and you can see sunglasses here and different items. And look at this, look how amazing this looks here. Okay, that timepiece is now on his hand. If I go back to the AI Magic Elements, go to watches, you will see this was the original. Okay, can you see the clarity and the beautiful position of this watch? High definition, and this was the original element here. Okay, this was the template here. You can see that watch and see how it's now been converted onto the subject and updated, incorporating the natural, realistic look as you would expect. Okay, especially with the placement on the wrist, and you can see the hair follicles that are protruding between the clothing and the main top part of the hand. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and you can see the power behind this of using AI Magic Elements. So don't be afraid if there are any if there's a placement is not correct, you can make those readjustments until it picks up the correct positioning of it, and it really just also comes down to making sure you put the correct words in terms of the product that you're playing. So I would put watch in there, let's just say watch for example, and then make sure when you come to create image that you're clearly highlighting the area where you need it to appear. Okay, so that's really, really important so the AI can understand, especially if you're putting earrings and the length is much longer, just make sure you put an adequate amount of masking there. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in another video.